Hello, X-Links. Am I blind? Hello, Lemon Lover. I just applied a bunch of fixes after seeing your playthrough. If you want to know them, I added a pop-up for the B button to the minecart shooting. I made the digging mold appear after the bank break. I replaced the change on block for a rock. I used coins to lead the player up the mountain at the end of the retro section, right here. The Tumbleweed Bandit is now updating the egg coin position properly. I added some things to increase the range multipliers for the egg coins for the bandit and the thief guy, which makes them a little less misleading. The piano guy now just tells you to just listen to the music. I also need to increase this multiplier. Did I do that? Stop Mario with doing the weird minecart thing. And I added a normal warp to the minecart stuff. I did do that. Nice. Hello, Tiny Man. So this is all done. We're ready for the next tester. I need to update the progress document here. Hello, Trixie. It's back to the Overworld today. We got most of Marty's level done. We'll do the rest when we also have the actors for it. Yep, I think... Honestly, your test already went fairly well, except for those two egg cards at the end. Those two are definitely something I have to solve still. Other than that, I think the level is good right now. What do you think? As the person that played it. How do you think, what state do you think the level is in? Is it looking generally good, or is it still very rough? Hallo Kase, wie war dein Weihnachtsfest? Es war okay. Yep, okay, so you think it's generally good. That's reassuring to hear. Oh, pretty good even. Okay. This is actually one of the levels I was the least sure about, because it stands out among the rest of them. It's a little more experimental compared to them. We got any OST wishes today? Unban me if you're straight. I won't hurt your guys' feelings anymore. What an enticing offer. Does that mean I'm gay if I don't unban you? Oder slow and slow to start? Yep. It's a big file. Let me see, is this actually compressed? It is. Yeah, some amount of verticality is good, I would say. Right. Next would be the melon patch here. And the houses. If you read this, you are already straight, so no need to unban. Okay, nice, nice. I'm already straight. Oh, you're Caro 6. I see. See, the thing is, I don't handle bans on my Discord. You're gonna have to complain to someone else. I explicitly don't handle them because it's annoying to me. I just want to do my work. Can you be so unmerciful? Boredom. No, not boredom. Annoyance is a strong emotion. And it is annoying to me to handle this Discord admin stuff. I'm here to make my game and make some money. Do you ever play any PC games as a kid? Yes, I played the Harry Potter games. And I played Age of Empires. What defines kid though? Like, what's the cutoff? Because depending on that, I might have even played it more. You know what? We should just take a look at this level here. Six to 13. If we count 13, then I also played Ace Online and Tribal Wars. They are both like online games, and you should not let your kid play online games. Bad idea. It's not good for them. Although actually Ace Online was the banger. No warp actor 4 ID. I thought I added that. Do you not go through a lot of work of adding that here? Still don't know why we had so many viewers last time. Was it just Marty's level? That's unusual. The warp ID is 0. Oh. I still have the beta build flag on. No wonder. I had a random M64 thought recently. Could you tell me about sliding mode, a control mode that I think Mario only enters in slide levels? Suspects that was into sliding mode or what? There is something called a terrain. Like, the terrain is defined per area. So it can be like snow or sand or slippery. And on slippery terrain mode, if Mario enters any surface that's like slanted, he immediately starts sliding. He's just forced into it. It's a really stupid way of doing it, but that is what I did. You cannot program shaders on the N64. I'm new to this, but I've seen a few videos. My question is, are you making use of the expansion pack? This is using the expansion pack because that significantly reduces development time for me and makes this easier to work with, but I don't think we technically need it. Like, you maybe get a few more load time hitches without the expansion pack, but overall it's not really making a big difference. No, I don't care about Mario Sunshine. Okay, so this was going to be the next part of the Yoshi Village, and we wanted a melon patch here. But now that I think about it, a melon patch is going to be super high poly. Like, how many melons would we need to have here? Probably like a shit ton. I think I have a melon model. Let me just get that. It's not a watermelon. That's something else. That's good. What is the name? Vielleicht, vielleicht. Melon Tank. That's probably a lot better. Please unban me, it's a shame. I got an important idea to ask if you're able to make it come true. It's really a thing that's in complex failure, so please, no. I don't deal with that. Then this is a good start for a melon, I think. Consider hints to the Yoshi Island core in earlier levels, like marking on one just jungle illustration Bowser's Oily Boily Bay office. Bowser's Oily Boily Bay is way after you are where the island core would be. You find the island core after course 4. Actually, course 5. So the hints would have to be in like the Rainbow Grotto. But the Rainbow Grotto is not physically nearby the thing, so okay, that's actually a banger. That just works. Sick. Suppose it would have been worth it in terms of modding if you used it. I am not sure. I have never used it. Is that Falco Buster's tool? I don't get along very well with Falco Buster. So I don't wanna say anything about it that could be interpreted the wrong way. I mean, how many times seen you like is an NPC or even stuff from that, I can let me go down the depth of the rage made the fact that I saw an Spider mission when I was like 4 years old. But that's because Mario was red, it was my favorite color. And it scarred you for life. That's silly. We could do something like this. Right, past 64 is disabled by default. But honestly, I don't see a reason to use Bowser's Blueprint in today's age when the decompilation exists. The decompilation is so much more powerful than any binary modding tool. Running FPGA and NES emulator currently PBU, perfect timing for your stream. So if you ever considered running your own emulator? No. I have no interest in doing so. Emulation is already bad enough even without an extra buggy emulator that people need to support. You know what I mean? That looks absolutely horrendous. Cool, cool. Reverse and Vows Steam Machine. Did they reinvent the train? What? God bless all of you. Have peace and love. Okay, I will. Kinda like this for the melon. Steam Deck much more powerful. Oh, I don't know anything about it. I guess same opinion as I had of the other Valve machines, which is that the idea of there being just one machine that everyone has to support instead of everyone running their own computer is enticing. I would be very happy with that as a game developer. And we're already reaping some of the benefits of that, right? There's the what is the other thing called? There's a compatibility button where it's like, yes, I have tested my game on this thing and it works. Like, that's awesome. That players can just be like, oh look, my machine is explicitly supported. It will just work out of the box. It's my PC for my living room. So a console. Oh, it's a PC/console hybrid, I see. Yeah, so it is what I'm saying, right? It's like a pre-built machine that will function the same for everyone. And the value in it is that it functions the same for everyone. So you just have the button that's like, oh, my game is compatible. That's good. Steam Deck and Steam Machine both use SteamOS, which is a fork of Linux, and Valve has a Proton translation layer, which allows most Windows games to run on Linux. Okay. That's nice. Okay, I need a different OSD. This is driving me insane. Also, but just as obviously small enough for your average backpack. Yeah, I can see the use case for it. I mean, especially as a developer, it would be great if a significant chunk of players were just using all the same machine. Actually, I don't want this to be symmetrical, so let me not grab this structure I just saw. Since Valve of the 2015 Steam Machine, and since Valve can't count to 3, I believe it will be the last time they make a pre-built PC. Huh. I'm also very tired. Actually, I'm not that tired. I am modestly tired. Okay, you know what? We'll just use this texture. It is fine. But it looks so bad. I don't want to use it. Yeah, for 20 triangles it looks pretty good. But I don't think it looks good. You know what I mean? This texture is just ass. I don't want this texture. I wish I had like an HD version of this that I could downscale myself, because the way they downscaled this completely ruined this texture. If this wasn't downscaled by a complete noob, it would be nice. I'm looking for something kind of like this. This can work. And it is not downscaled yet. Okay, fellas, I'm looking for OST suggestions for today. You guys may tell me what to listen to, and we might just do it. Let me show you what the texture would look like if it wasn't downscaled by a complete noob. Age of Empires 2? That's a banger. God, I wish they still made Age of Empire games that are good. I actually haven't played anything past 3. What this OST? What is this? Rayman 2? I don't want that. Rayman 2 makes me sad to know it exists. Oh, I knew he did Pathanax. But did you know he was also the voice of the Thmump and the voice of the Bob-Omb? Now that's elite ball knowledge. As the kids would say. But it's very to make you sad, because the textures in it look great, and like the art is well crafted, and I think the music is good. But you can just tell that the game has no soul, you know what I mean? It's very hard to describe. It's like they made the game and then they just took out the soul. Edge is more visible during color selection. I'm not sure what you're talking about. There's a lot of character unique things about it. Okay, let's look at this. Let me just... maybe when we look at it you can tell what I'm talking about. Bro, do you not just feel empty inside looking at this? This is not the N64 version. Let's get a look at the N64 version. Like, yeah, the textures here are great. This is a great texture, but like... something about this just feels off. It's not real. How do I put this into words? Does anyone else know what I mean? I don't know, I can't be the only one that feels this way, right? Bro, my machine is dying. I wish from the genie that my computer actually wasn't freezing up every few seconds. What does the genie do to screw me over? I don't think he can screw me more than my computer already is screwed. Yep, I think that's a nice melon. Oh, this game's engine is quite awful. The source code will be destroyed. Was leaked? Uh-huh. It's least favorites? Okay, okay. It's because they had to make it for the N64 PS2 and Dreamcast. Too many promises for so less effort on the style. It's the camera? Hmm. Oh, it's not supposed to look old. These are supposed to be fresh melons. So that's definitely not what we want. Age of Empires is one of those games I wish I was good at, like chess or something. But I bet learning Age of Empires is a lot more fun than learning chess. Have any of you guys also had this experience where you're like, man, chess is kinda cool. I like the idea of being good at chess, and then you play chess, and you're like, I'd literally just rather play with a rubber band than touch chess again. I was really good at chess too. I think I'm a natural at it. Well, okay, well, I should quantify. I wasn't really good. I was really good for someone who had never played before. But as a kid, I was scared to death of the Bing Bridge Area Programmer because I saw a video of something, not sure if it was a video where the Boo carousel theme was on repeat in the background. Chess seems awful. I'd rather be good at one of the tribe games. I'd definitely rather be good at Age of Empires. Actually, no, I think I'd rather be good at chess than Age of Empires, but I'd never want to actually play chess. You know, being good at chess gives you like social credit, like being able to play an instrument, or knowing a lot about history. I am fairly sure that if you made this for GameCube, it would easily run 60 years. There's a social mod in anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It will give you social clout to be good at it. Unlike Age of Empires. Playing chess with my older brother, he could guess all my moves in advance and made sure to every game for as long as possible. He would be as painful as he could, make it for me so he could. I'm okay at chess. I mean, how does that quote go? Being decent at chess is a sign of being a gentleman, and being good at chess is a sign that you have wasted your life. Okay, but now the real question. Would you rather be good at playing an instrument, or would you rather be good at playing chess? If you had the choice between the two. Instrument 100%? What? Everyone's saying instrument? Okay, that's surprising. You cracked at solitaire? I used to be really cracked at solitaire too. But yeah, not impressing anyone with that. Probably the instrument is better overall. How so? I actually don't get that. It's... From my perspective, it seems very easy to get good at an instrument. And like, it takes basically... It takes time, but it doesn't take the effort that chess takes, you know what I mean? Like, if I saw someone who was good at playing an instrument, I would respect that a lot less than someone who's good at chess. Because when someone's good at chess, like, you know they suffered a lot. When someone's good at playing an instrument, you just know they spent a lot of time on it. Oh no, this is not about what you ever learned to do, Maroon. This is about... Okay, never mind, I see what you mean. Never mind, you understood it right. I'm stupid. You played Go? I have not. Understanding the impact of IQ on instrument handling, chess expertise could assign sociability. Yeah, I was under the impression that learning an instrument was not very IQ loaded. How is it not? Like, what do you need it for? I was thinking of it kind of like speedrunning. Where for speedrunning, you don't need to be very intelligent, you just need to be dexterous. And I know some extremely unintelligent speedrunners that are extremely good. So I was under the impression that IQ helps, but it's not really a prerequisite at all. Instruments like 250 hours to become fun, maybe 1000 to become virtuosic. I don't know what virtuosic means. 250 to become fun? I don't think so. I think if I started playing piano today and I wanted to learn my first piece, say the Dia Dia Dogs OST, I don't think it would take me more than like 15 or 20 hours. Am I delusional for thinking that? Second piece of expression, I also don't think you can be skilled like that. The person plays chess 10 years or hard for 10 years. In what percentage of respective fields are they? Like what X% is gonna be vastly different? Probably. Yes, you are. You should try. I don't want to spend 20 hours on it. I will say though, it doesn't feel like I'm being delusional in saying that, because I have played piano before. And I have learned Requiem for a Dream and For Elisa. And I don't think it took me more than 20 hours to even get started, like to learn it for the first time ever. That seems a bit high. You think it's too high even, okay. Next muscle memory. It's still me trying to work out Twinkle Twinkle. Okay, no, that's completely wrong. Because I have learned For Elisa and Requiem for a Dream before, and they're both a lot more difficult than Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I'm pretty sure I could just play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star within 5 minutes. Pick an instrument because of its artistic progress, I like to create some real good shit on it. Okay, now when I say learn an instrument or learn chess, I'm not talking about learning to compose. I'm talking about seeing notes and being able to play them. I think those are two very different skills. I played piano for about 10 years and I hit a skill ceiling when it became about ear training and radio communication with other musicians. Okay. Learning a single piece is not analogous to learning to play chess well. Learn to play well in a chess band. Oh, that's a fair point. I could see that. You wanted to say like learning an instrument is not just about being able to learn to play pieces. It's about something else that I don't even understand yet. I've made the best The Legend of Zelda mod of all time, according to me, which is the missing link. What a heated debate you have sparked. It's fun. I don't count memorizing 2 songs as being able to play an instrument. That's like memorizing 2 openings. I see, I see. So the chat consensus is that there are dimensions to learning music that I am not privy to that would make this more interesting. Okay, so for you guys, playing an instrument also... Being able to play an instrument also includes the ability to make up notes from scratch that fit a certain mood. Or that fit the expression you have in mind. Rather than just being able to replay the notes. I never perceived it that way, but that would make a lot more sense. Because if you go onto YouTube and you Google best piano player ever, you're just gonna find someone playing like The Flight of the Bumblebee or Rush E or something. You know what I mean? And that does not require that. That is literally just muscle memory. Sunfun's gotten boiled down to. So keeping the vibes going. Could it then be that there's 2 different types of playing an instrument? One of them being muscle memory and the other one being using an instrument to express yourself. And then when we talk about playing an instrument, we're being very vague in our language and don't really agree on what we're talking about. What's the best on Automatic Field? The Yoshi's gotta eat. No, I'm right and you're wrong, obviously. Oh. Didn't consider that one. Fun afternoon, look up worst drummers of all time. So I guess to put it analogous to chess, it's like being able to play and express yourself using the piano without like a pre-generated note sheet is just like playing a chess match, and being able to play back a piece is like let me think. Having a lot of chess patterns memorized, knowing openings and stuff. Kinda. Replaying a chess match, yeah. I tried to find the closest analog to that. See, I can actually see the appeal of that skill. It's like riding a bike. Well, that's a little offensive towards people that play piano. I didn't want to say that. If you're a person who focused on reciting pieces, you would get to a point where you may learn that piece is 20 meters. 20 meters? Minutes. Oh. I mean, I don't think learning a 20-minute piece is going to be any harder than learning like a 3-minute piece. It's just way more time consuming, right? I mean, it's essentially just 7 3-minute pieces. They look like melon cabbage hybrids. That's fine. Okay, so there's a forest clearing with the large super happy tree. Both as flying ship entrances here, which is going to be here. We have the ship built, but we need egg stars to power it. There's a baby Yoshi that really can't wait for the ship to get finished building because he wants to ride it. He jumps on your head on entry. Okay. Do you use both hands to program? Yes. You could learn Requiem for a Dream in 20 minutes. You think I can do that? I was talking about 20 hours earlier. 20 minutes, that seems like a little delusional if I said 20 minutes. You don't have Baby Mario, no. You are Mario. I don't want to listen to an AI drama right now. I don't think I actually want to listen to an AI drama ever. Like, wait, Killer is the dumbest thing ever. Okay. How come? Actually, I have a similarly offensive take, and that is that I think that the node layout is the worst thing ever. Like, it's 12 steps. Why is it on, like, what, 5 lines? How does that make sense? Why there are some lines with, like, 3 nodes between and others with 2? Huh? Oh, I see what you mean. What is this? Oh? What incarnation? What have we done here? Yeah, so this was going to be the ship that you fly in to get to the second Bowser level. It looks like this right now. Biobag is probably going to improve this a fair bit. We might want to simplify this a little bit before we import this to our current area. But what is this? The Yoshi ship needs to be deleted from the game. No, it's awesome. Is this just missing? Yeah, the sail is missing. Not there in the collision either. What is this collision map? This is how the level is supposed to work, by the way. You're on the MS Yoshi and you enter Bowser's ships. And they're supposed to be solid. Then you jump on them. And you go from ship to ship until you destroy all his ships. And there's doors at the front of each ship. Unfortunately, like, this level is old. It's not compatible with all the engine changes we've made since then, so we're gonna have to update it a little bit. It's not gonna be that much work. It looks a lot worse than it is right now, don't worry. Oh, this is like an old ship, I see. This needs to go up into the sky. I think we can make this part of the collision and part of the 3D model separately. That's fine, just do it. Restore it and just added some decorations to it. Those damn Yoshis. That's just what they would do. So I need to add a note here. Later, make it so that you're not to use start because cutscene I'm kind of amazed how much the size just fits over the placeholder. That's crazy. There are no Yoshi abuse allegations against him in universe, so he never has to atone for his crime. Knots, just knots. And ship writing used to be ultra advanced technology back in the day, really. What did you think of today's video title? I wonder which thumbnail actually? Oh my god. Why does just putting politics into the thumbnail do so well? Which thumbnail one? The one with just politics one. Awesome. Social experiment failed. Is Nintendo for Life famous or something? Everyone's talking to you like PewDiePie just joined the stream. Upload a new video? Yes, I upload uncaged clips like twice a week or even more. And it's all bangers. No filler, all good. You got the Trump thumbnail? Upload some bitches. Yo, Lila, long time no see. You know what? Having the stump of the tree here, never mind. That looks terrible. Let's get a vibe check of this. Why are your babies attached to that ship? The eggs? They're balloons. At some point, you capture a sky ship from birds finding the Yoshis and they tag and get the Yoshi stuff. No, we don't. We don't want to be explicit about story like that. Hello, Terra Croc. America looks great, but stand out so much. Basic humor would make them fit better in the environment. No chance you can pull out this. Hey Lida, did you see Marty's level yesterday? You would love it. You would be like, wow! That's actually such a cool visual. GPUs, NVIDIA 3660. Okay, so obviously the wooden blocks need to be better. Yes, 3660. Maybe 3060, I'm not sure. And there needs to be a better way to get onto the ship here. Once it's ready for takeoff. We might just have to lower the ship into the ground a little bit. What about fitting something into the space of the game? We can fit as much as we want into the space of the game. The watermelon look awesome for just being 20 polygons, don't they? Given their size too. Yeah, but the ship is not good. It needs to be in the ground or something. This is just not viable. Ruining your immersion that there's the MS Yoshi? But it's never said that they built the ship. You can come up with any explanation you want. They just have the ship. There could be many ways they got it. And just because we don't explain it, it's not a plot hole. Actually, wait. Is a plot hole when you don't explain a thing, or is a plot hole when something explicitly goes against the established rules of the universe? Because when something just isn't explained, I'm fine with that. When something goes against the established laws of the universe, hatred. The latter? Nice. It's fine then. My headcanon. You can have headcanon. This game is explicitly asking you to have a headcanon about some things. It is okay to have a headcanon on a video game. And someone said when you don't explain, wait, so there's two different responses now. Which one is it for real? We will never know, I guess. I guess the staircases here need to look different for this to work. What if you put them on the other side? And then we make kind of a hole here. Could just do that. We could look more makeshift, it looks too proper. I know what you mean. Biobag is definitely going to rework the ship in the end, so I don't want to put too much time into just making it look good right now. When Saruman's thing, Mike says, Sully, you've been jealous of my book Good look since 4th grade, and then we once in residence with the mates they met each other in college and in 4th grade. Yeah, that's a plot hole. I don't like the word plot hole for it though. That sounds like there's just something missing there. When really, the whole entire universe has just collapsed. The illusion of this being a real world has been shattered. My immersion is ruined. My day is ruined. And I trusted Monsters, Inc. Immersion is important even if it's a children's platformer. Being like, oh yeah, this product sucks, but it's made for children, so that's okay. That's low. Oh, it's for children, so it's okay if it sucks. Gotcha. Children don't matter. I forgot. Sir, you cannot put asbestos into cereal? Oh, it's for children? Never mind. Go right ahead. It's okay if it sucks. It is for children after all. They're all at N64 resolution sizes. Just a bit smarter about it, I guess. Hello, Eggnog. Shipwriting used to be spaceship level tech back in the day. Airship has advanced and being so technologically challenged is weird. Are the Yoshis technologically challenged though? Maybe to make them look so detailed. They just do, honestly. Don't do anything. Hello, Svajon. The stream. I'm not sure. I mean, if it bothers you this much while you're drunk, it's probably also going to bother you while you're not drunk. But also, like, no one's saying that Yoshi's built this. Could be anyone. They could have just stolen it. Not the Yoshis would ever say that we built it. And that's what I mean by this game explicitly asks you to make up your own headcanon. There's going to be things that just aren't explained. And it's just... you can make up the explanation. The game leaves gaps on purpose, so you can fill them with things you like. There are things that are fixed in universe that have a ground truth that you cannot ignore. But the Yoshi's building the ship is not one of those things. I did not see that lemon. What is it? What is it about my course 12? So we sent it? Okay. Yeah, the Rayman 2 textures are so nice, which makes me even more sad that the game looks the way it does. Soulless. 61. You made it easier to get out of the small area. There's the entrance for the second star sub-area in course 12. I don't think I've heard you say anything about this as far as I... Easy to get out of the small area. There's the entrance for the second star sub-area. I have not. Maybe I should. It doesn't seem like such an easy decision to me. Oops, what the fuck? Oh no, I just got the urge to say another thing that will make me unpopular. Oof. I'm sorry about this one, in advance. But, if any of you read Eminem's texts, what the fuck is bro talking about like 99% of the time? I noticed this yesterday. For the second time. The rapper Eminem, yes. M&Ms are pretty tasty. But what is going on with Eminem? Just look at any text. Little gay looking boy, so gay I can barely say it with a straight face looking boy. You're witnessing a massacre like you're watching a church gathering taking place looking boy. Oh vey, that boy is gay, that's all they say looking boy. I rest my case. Many are saying this. I mean the actual lyrics? Yeah. There was another song I saw yesterday, which was, I think, Not Afraid. It's like, I'm not afraid to take a stand. You should always be yourself. I'm not afraid to say this. Oh, really? You're not afraid to tell people to always be themselves and give it their best. That's so brave of you, bro. Wow. I wish we had more people speaking up about this issue. Republics have never seemed like society acceptable actions to begin with. It's not about being societally acceptable, it's just about what the fuck are you even saying? Like, if you wanna call someone... If you wanna make a rap where you call someone a slur and then, like, send them death threats, like, that's fine by me. Like, at least it makes sense in the end. Like, I might disagree with the message, but there can be something artful about you just spreading pure hatred, I guess. But, oy vey, that's a gay-looking boy, you go to a mass and they see you're a gay-looking boy? Like, what? What the fuck? I'm not even joking, my favorite rap album is literally just an hour of death threats. Hello, Marty. The bro was typing whatever shit was passing through his head. How do you limit vertex colors to your current selection? I've never been able to do it. It's the button up here. The paint mask. If you have no respect for rap to begin with, isn't the point of a lot of rap to be crass and controversial? Probably. Size color, bit depth, the texture on the insignificant support. 32. Well, actually, maybe I don't know what bit depth means. Music to be murdered by had a few good tracks, and also a track written by a 50-year-old about hating his stepdad. What's your favorite rap album? Sociopath by Hollywood Hank. It is a German rap album. You wouldn't get it. Man, every time I look by this coin, now that I turned down the reflection intensity, it looks so cool. And then you look closer and it's like, ugh, you can see the color stepping, ugh. It doesn't matter which language you use, Wild Thumb. They're all the same. But I prefer C the most, just because it's like... It does what you tell it to do, usually. The bit depth of most of these is either 4-bit or 8-bit. Okay. I think this is a little more acceptable for the ship. I think the wood should be just a solid wood block there. It's a bullshit statement. I guess it's true. Like, if you look at this just looks fucked up. But it looks extra fucked up if it's the lighting, you know what I mean? It's like something out of a 3DS game. Well, it is a modern material, so that kind of makes sense. Using a normal for reflections? Yes. I'm sure there are games like that made by beginners in Unity. Is it even possible to consider Paper Mario mod in the future? I like Paper Mario, and I do wish there was a good Paper Mario. If there was one Paper Mario mod I would want to make, it would be Paper Mario Color Splash, except all the battles are removed. Just make that and see if it's a better game. It will be a better game. But like, prove it. When an RTY to all your friends, let's go. It's supposed to be a special item to aid speedrunners. Could be a bit more out of the ordinary other objects in the game. Yeah. That's why I was thinking it'd be cool if it had like a proper normal map. Okay, the way the super big coin works is it exists only in super special locations that normal players basically will not find. I expect the average player to play through the entire game and not even know these coins exist. But if you know where they are, you can go and get them, and you get a lot of coins at once. So if you replay the game in the future ever, you would know about these things, hopefully, and then not have to grind for coins. Might make the game too easy if you're a completionist. No. How does this make it easier for completionists? Even the completionist wouldn't even know about this. And easiness is not a worry we ever have anyway. A game being easy is good. A game feeling easy might be an issue. People don't know this, but they actually want easy games. They just want to say that they like hard games. That's why Dark Souls is popular. That's a rage bait. I don't actually know how hard Dark Souls is. I apologize for the rage bait. I will do it again in the future. I don't want a Jordan. Make it fun and fair. Yeah. And overcooked chips. Is you joking about collecting big coins and saving them being collected so that when you join the show that they find it's not there anymore? That is not a joke. That's how we do it. That's what we do. The Bitcoin saves to your EP file, so you can't collect it twice. And I am absolutely hoping that we'll get a clip of someone collecting the coin and then like showing it to their friend. And it's not there anymore. Because it won't be. Because you've already collected it. But the idea of that happening to someone is so funny to me. What's this for again? They save to your game file. So they are unique collectibles. But they don't count towards your 100% completion, basically. Like, there's no way for you to tell how many you have or how many there are left in the game. The main reason to collect them is to just get a shit ton of coins. One of these coins gives you... I mean, it depends. We can just set them per coin. But I was thinking the average one was going to give you 200 to 500 coins. Oh, you mean in general? There are shops in the Overworld that you can buy changes to the island with. Exactly, the ants clip is exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, it's just a neat bonus for people that go explore areas that no one else would explore. I don't know if I want to show you guys any of them, where I placed any of them. It's probably better you guys just experience those for yourself. I don't think it will change the balance at all for a normal playthrough, because people will not find that with normal playthroughs. It is going to change the balance for speedruns, in a good way, I think. Because speedruns usually rush for the game and they don't collect enough coins. Meow 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 meow. Who invited the cats? It's no longer Age of Empires. Oh right, Lila is a puppy girl, I forgot. You know what? This has actually been surprising to me. How come there hasn't been like a furry uprising? Like, people still talk shit about furries, which is weird to me. Because they are in a vast number and they are powerful. They should be able to be like, that's offensive, shut up, we're going to deplatform you for this. How has that not happened yet? Best to control from the shadows? Oh, I see. Isn't everyone likes that stuff? Oh, you think they don't want to be in power? They'd rather just live in the shadows of society? They are powerful but ashamed. It's like being ashamed of your sexuality or skin color by agreeing with the majority. Really? I don't think so. I see a lot of furries being proudly furry. A lot of furries are self-hating. Oh. TL434, that's an issue. Did we add a new material just now? Is it in here? Where even is 434? What makes sense to make the big guns appearing random so you can have a number of places where they can spawn? No. That's nonsense. That ruins the point. Wait, I know which material we added. This one here. This one. Might be important ping. So I'm putting in a cruise ship level into one of your hacks. I think we have something similar planned here. Or if you make strange things and chill ones, the chill ones don't say anything because they don't like to have attention. Oh, I see. So it's kind of like conspiracy theories, where like, you know, like maybe you believe Jeffrey Epstein is still alive, but like you wouldn't say this out loud because it's going to put you into the conspiracy theorist bucket, which also has people that are like, flat Earth is real. And like you don't want to be put into one bucket with the insane people that think the flat Earth is real. Yeah, or people, well, I guess people are more open about that one. That is a more accepted conspiracy theory. I see. So it's just becoming outcast by proxy. See, in the ROM-making community, we joke about the BE files, the B3313 files, where if you help make B3313, you're on the B3313 list. It's just as bad as the Epstein list. Okay, I want some place to stand on to make getting on the ship easier, because I don't want players to have to do this jump. I know it's an easy jump, but I don't want players to have to do that. Christian was a fan of everything that most people like. What do you mean? Oh, was Skellogg's community very anti-furry? Skellogg's community was very anti-everything, to be fair. As long as you were not like... As long as you're literally a straight white male, as much as this is a meme now, but as long as you were not that, they basically hated you. And even if you were a straight white male, if you liked me, they also hated you. And that's not even memeing, that's just what it was back then with the Skellogs community. They were kind of a shithole. It was the 4chan of ROM hacking. Yeah, he'd probably calm down. This was like 2018, that's when I last had any contact with him. No, it was definitely him. I know nothing. I live streamed like 3 times this week already. I would stream again tomorrow, but my wrist is still in pain and we're going to an aquarium tomorrow. What's squiggling on? That's a crazy saying. I think for these we want Zaina to make the huts, so I will leave that open. Let's make a mark for that. Limited wrist? I don't know, it just started hurting. Skellogs was the guy that was making Mario Star Road for Nintendo DS. He was also the guy that made Mario Star Road. You get undertrained in the wrist regions. I have a nephew that's super strong but can't grip onto the weight. Muscles on progress at lockstep. Okay, but I can deadlift like 450 pounds. And deadlift you have to grip the weight and move it up. So I think I can be fairly confident saying I don't have a weak wrist. I don't have a fursona, that's an avatar. What's a good like grip strength? If I grab the scale and I pressed like so, what would be a good strength? There was scalers, unfortunately, yes, sorry, health problems, at least all the faults begins in partner because of it. Yeah. Okay, I think we have all the elements we need now, and we need to start programming this area. Wrist are not part of that. Linking is a great strength as long as wrist strength has its own category. Oh, I see. How do you train wrist strength then? But like this. I'm pretty good at triceps push down and dumbbell curls. I do curls with 60 pounds each arm. The ship an airship? Yes. I think my wrist is only in pain because I stepped on it weird. You do knuckles push-ups for it? Like... Let me see if I can do knuckles push-up with my wrist right now. 1 second. I'll do it on the hot metal floor here. Yeah, that's pretty easy. No, that's not a problem. It does hurt my knuckles though on the metal floor. Okay, so we need this to... I have Blade Smash Remix. Close your hand into a fist and point them to the ground with your knuckles facing the floor. Yeah, like so, on the ground, right? Like, that's what I did just now. Didn't made a hack like that where it's just a castle. I feel like that would not mesh with the main liminal castle thing. Probably. Dude, the beta theme is so popular that I'm sure everything has been made at this point. Makihara. Makivara. Again, I don't believe that I have wrist strength issues. So, I am not too enticed by these ideas. I do just be saying shit sometimes. Bro, you should write rap texts for Eminem. You'd be perfect. How come you removed Secret's 131st star in the 1.2 version of Last Impact? I don't remember doing that. You couldn't get it? What happened when you tried to get it? No, I'm not familiar with Guilty Gear. I guess you could spot that website to starting a stage or whatever, but it just wouldn't warp me. Huh. Well, I wouldn't know what went wrong. You were saying the secret cell was in the version. Maybe I did remove it at some point. Maybe I put it in a different spot? Maybe it was an accident? I don't know. Yeah, we have a baby Airship that really can't wait for the ship to get finished building because once the right that he jumps on your head on entry. We sometimes use texture atlases, but on the N64's small resolution, it's usually not doable. It can help to do them as plain pixels as squares. Just reduce pixelation if you do UV thinking on it. But you just... It reduces pixelation if the UV is thinking on it. The words you're saying don't make any sense to me. Do you have, like, a model that uses it so I can look at the UV map? Yeah, Eminem is old. Yeah, sorry, unfortunately I have to assume that what you're talking about is not a real technique, otherwise I wouldn't know about it. Because the words you're saying don't really make any sense right now to me. How many stars will this hack have? Probably around 200. These are you cell shaded visuals, flat colors. Well, we're not gonna change the entire game to cell shaded now. Oh yeah, we're 95% done. Okay, fuck it, let's change the entire art style. Well, if you have some models, I can still take a look at it and realize what technique you're talking about. Yeah, the video would work too. That's it, Marty. Go back to the cave for another 9 months. We need the level cell shaded. Dude, it must have been born. It must have been crazy to live in like 60 AD. Imagine being born like 30 years after Jesus died and then 20 years before Pompeii fucking exploded. You must be thinking like you're living in the end times. Hello, Sonic the Hedgehog. Guys, saying I was thinking of selling our magic cards is getting 60% of the value back in decent investment, a decent sale. Can you get 70 somewhere else if you have a bunch of cards that are like $5 each? Tokyo Hotel in the background playlist. Do you know like the culture around Tokyo Hotel? Like, are you saying this because you know Tokyo Hotel is popular and they are a German band? Or do you know, like, the German culture around Tokyo Hotel? I remember when, like, 3rd graders were like, Tokyo Hotel is gay! They even had an ad for them after Dragon Ball Z. Really? Oh dang, Jost, that sucks. Yeah, I can tell. If you know RTL 2, then you for sure are German and you would have known about it. Came up with this idea after watching your free decoin issue in one of your clips. Oh. Okay, now I'm even more confused on how your technique could possibly relate to what I'm doing. But also curious about what it would be. Do you like rap music? Yeah, sometimes. I'm pretty selective on rap music. I think there is a lot of really, really bad rap music. But there's also some good one. Must just explain, these shift a lot to the cell shading side of it. Yeah, I don't care about cell shading, being not connected. Christmas was okay, I liked it. Well, if I don't understand what you're talking about, of course I have to discard it. But there's also a very good chance that what you are talking about is not even possible on N64. So that's my bigger worry right now, like that you're presenting a technique that doesn't work on the N64. So that's the reason I'm R6 Circle Icon. We probably will change this eventually. I hope we will. I mean, I'm planning to. You know Miles, no, know who that is. Try and make it in between of the two models, keep the corners but remove the centerpiece for just the plane. And use normal maps. Okay, I see. So you basically just get the roughness effect. Hello XPM. Simplify the corners, so instead of being more square, they shift to a plane at the center. Corners instead of being more square? Where the fuck do you see square corners? And bake the normal as a plane instead of when the big heavens actually doesn't appear. What are you talking about? The things you're saying make no sense to me. I did not give him a dog guy. He looks so goofy. Look at him. I love my baby Yoshi. You won't get it if you read from here? Okay, fine. Since you seem to be very passionate about this, we will read your YouTube comments. For instance... Instance... So I say anything, even if it doesn't really... Some time and process, yeah. Make it easier to take the image from the full 3D one, but simplify the center and remove the star. Then you could use quad UVs on the border of the coin alongside the geometry. Okay, let me just be here so we have the visual. See the front side. Use quad UVs on the border of the coin alongside the geometry. Quad UVs around here. Okay, so you move them all the way out. It's a perfect circle with a very simple shape. You could do a seam and about it I would cut the circle into a plane. You'd do it. Why would there be a seam at all? Look into a plane. Circles are always in a plane. Then seam around the edges to make it one big plane. Into set UVs since UVs are square. So I'm trying to be square. There wouldn't be any pixels whatsoever since the UVs would go in the direction of the image and the lines would be straight, so there wouldn't be any noise apart from doing diagonal junctions. Okay, so I think your comment's all over the place, but I think what you mean to say is to arrange this texture in a way that we hit like the sides of the texture. And because now there's some distortion going on, there will not be straight pixel lines like this anymore. Yes, I know you're talking about UV seams. But why would there be a UV seam here? With your high poly model? I don't have a high poly model. Or actually, well, I think I do now have a high poly model. At first I didn't have one, but now I have one. 1 second. Well, I have this 3D model. I think I have one still of this. Yes. Getting me wrong. The model you showed without normals. I have this model here. This is my 3D model that I generated the normal map from. Remove the star in the center. I'm gonna keep reading your comment first before I talk to you anymore. Let's see this. So we then bake the star indent into it. It is in the normal map, of course. It looks like an indent rather than it's going outwards in the model. Whether it's intentional or not, but either way, doing so you could keep part of the complex geometry and the vertical race of the normal when it comes to figure detail. So most picture Jason. I don't know how it would be in the hardware, since you mentioned it's a minor character in the game. The major point is for them to look as best they can without lowering the frame rate too much. Instead of drawing impossible on these please going. Okay. Don't remove it. I think, if I understand you right though, what you want me to do is take my coin here, this one here, and you want me to basically move all the vertices outward like that, or the UVs, right, and then bake onto that, so that there's more pixels and the diagonals disappear. I think that technique makes sense. Make the star PBR, make the rest 3D. Can kind of see that working. He said no to that as well. I mean, I think it's better to just go with this. Just say fuck it. Normal from the high quality model. I used techniques that are weird. Remove the circle and make it a square. Make that square a cube. That should only require 12 rings or even less with the field. What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all are just saying shit. You should be writing text for Eminem. Say no to the environmental rest 3D. I see. But I have a hard time to understand what the problem is. But what happens if you just enlarge one of the regular coins and make a different design on it? The regular coins are 2D billboards. It will just look very poopy. I think now we'll have a nice baby Yoshi. This observatory as a hub. I find it not very good. It is very straightforward compared to Mario 64's hub, so I can see a counterpoint to it. But the fantasy of just being on the space voyage is very cool. And I think it's very fitting in Mario Galaxy, and I don't think we should change it. I guess Hat in Time has a similar feeling. How many lyric writers are enhancing their writing with the AI models already? Probably all of them. If it's the name of the current song, I cannot. I could try, but I do not know these letters. Hello, Pink Alice. Oh, it's the previous one you wanted? AM2R Ancient Power. Christmas was okay. Why can't you just use higher stacks on the coin? Because that increases the cost of the coin proportionally. The coin is being rendered in real time. So if you double the resolution, the time goes from 40 milliseconds to 28 milliseconds, which means the game would not be playable anymore. And that's just doubling it. It doesn't even solve the issue. Probably like 40 stars for the second Bowser level. The big guy for is super secret locations. What was you from the first smell? You should have resisted extra? Yeah. 80 to 100 would be a good number for the second Bowser level? How many to beat the game? Yeah, probably like 80. What qualifies as post-game content is the question, before I can answer that. We can give Yoshi an attitude. He has a bit of an attitude, no? Well, I guess we can... Let's say get more. Get going. Now we should be able to talk to the baby Yoshi. So the idea is the baby Yoshi is like excited for you to jump in here and get going, but you don't notice until you are already on the ship. Once you're on the ship, a cutscene plays and the Yoshi just jumps on your head, and then in the level you use him as a grappling hook. I did not make him interactable somehow. Oh. He needs this. Well, I don't think it's just that I have a higher standard for visual resolution. It's just that the type of crunchiness on this is so unlike the entire rest of the game. Like, this gives you like crunchy polygons basically, right? Which you would usually not have. You would have a crunchy texture only. And then here the cutscene would play and you'd get warped to the level. So we do need to program that part still, but that's not gonna be bad at all. Okay, one issue I have right now is we have all these characters here, and we have Bowser's Airship Armada, but it's not really... You never really know what you're doing, right? You never really know like why you're doing anything right now. After the first Bowser level, all the Yoshis get saved, and you're like here. But none of the Yoshis really tell you that you are supposed to go to the second Bowser level. Or why you are even going to the second Bowser level. You do because there's more Yoshis around that you still have to save. But how would you know that? You just see this level with a bunch of Yoshis and you never know. So I think we should have this area here be mostly void of Yoshis. Except for like a couple over here. And then the Yoshis spawn in later after you beat Bowser. You can't do that, Pickles, because the texture's not symmetrical. No, Judy, that will not. So what if we remove most of the Yoshis here and had most of the Yoshis still talk about Bowser and this flying ship Armada here? I don't think... Oh, wait, this guy has a text. Oh, I haven't beaten Bowser yet, so none of the Yoshis are here. I forgot that's how it worked. Hello, Lyra. I think we should make a note for that. the Yoshi's here talk about the remaining Yoshi's under Bowser's control. Make 2 or 3 Yoshis here not spawn until after Bowser 2. That's the fish one. Needs a new important. And then we should have that here as well. Maybe the melon one. You can fix the spaghetti at some point? Yes, of course, but not before Biobeck's rework. It's a waste of my time. No, you can't, Pickles. That doubles the resolution and that doubles the cost. And if you don't double the resolution from splitting it, then why are you splitting it? So this way we have a little more exposure to the story, where it's like you want to go after Bowser. Maybe after the first Bowser level, Bowser should be like, yeah, you freed maybe these Yoshis, but there's even more around. Fix this bug. Actually, that would be an ideal place to put into part 1. Well, we should just add more of this in general. By my working at the moment, quiz 15. The title of the video? Okay. I think that's all we're doing for today. I have a beta tester coming over later today, so I want to be ready for that. Next time, we are maybe going to do the Melon Invasion with the Shy Guys. We're probably going to finish part 9 for now. And then we can move on to part 10 even. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.